This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 14, verse 1. Every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish plucketh it down with their hands. Kol Holayim La, Al-Banawa Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakak Kwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Ahchwath, sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 1. Every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish plucketh it down with their hands. Now we know the duties of building a house correctly according to the ordinances and the blueprint and instructions of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You guide the household, you uphold the law, statutes, and commandments, you take care of the children, take care of your husband, make sure everybody's fed, make sure the house is clean, make sure everything is taken care of. Your husband's, scrotum is empty, just being as godly as you can in this captivity, which we know we slip, we fall, we make errors, but we learn, we progress, and we rise up from those trials and those tribulations, and we move forward to continue to be as perfect as we can be in this corruptible flesh. So all the wise, beloved sisters that have husbands, that have children, or may not have husbands but have children, the format and the guidelines and how you're supposed to go about building your household ever since the Lord has brought you back into your heritage, into this truth. Okay, and as we know, we attempt to be blameless as much as possible as we can in this captivity. And as long as the Lord sees us attempting and putting our best effort on everything that we do, and increasing in perfection, the Lord will see that as blameless. Let me read this again. Proverbs 14, verse 1. Every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish plucketh it down with their hands. Okay, and if you're going to be foolish, that means you're going to be of this society, you're going to be of this world. You're still going to be, knowing that you're an Israelite, but you're still going to have that feminist spirit upon you. Okay, and you shouldn't be offended on the way the Lord has ordained us to carry ourselves and how we're supposed to go about things, because the Lord's laws, statutes, and commandments are righteous and above and balanced, man. Okay? But, these are a few examples, and Salaki, if you're being long with it, but this is going into the lesson. These are a few examples of righteous women, that you beloved sisters that are attempting to, progress and do better each and every day in our heritage, in our culture, in our nationality that was given to us by Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. So, these are just a few examples that I, ran through real quick that you sisters can apply to your everyday life and, to apply to your heart. Okay, so let's grab another precept. And, I don't want to rock this out. I hope and I pray this is edifying to you, beloved Ahchwath, and you brothers too. Okay, it should also give you brothers a notion of what to look for if you desire a wife. But these things shall and will be applied in the kingdom. This is the book of Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus, or also known as Sirach, chapter 40. Okay, because again, we must be blameless as much as possible, man. Okay, especially you women. Now you know, now you understand, now you see how you was before you came into this truth, and you're disgusted at who you was before. So what are you doing? You're improving more and more every day to be how the Lord wants us to be. Okay, how to be that virtuous, righteous woman. All right. Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 40, starting off at verse 17. Bountifulness is as a most fruitful garden, and mercifulness endureth forever. To labor and to be content with that a man have, okay, to labor and to be content with that a man have is a sweet life. But he that findeth a treasure is above them both. Children and the building of a city continue a man's name, but a blameless, okay, but a blameless wife is counted above them both, man. So again, you sisters, you true sincere Akim, Salakia, you true sincere Ahchwath, Salakia, forgive me. You true sincere Ahchwath, the ones that are not offended, in the Lord's will and the Lord's words and the Lord's commandments, the ones that really are attempting to put their best foot forward to improve and to increase and to also, gain perfection. You're attempting to be blameless. You're attempting to, be that virtuous and righteous woman towards your husband, towards your nation. Okay? You're attempting to, again, apply these precepts, these scriptures to your everyday life, to your mentality, man. Okay? To improve yourself. Okay, because again, every time we go into these scriptures, every time you listen to a lesson, you're being washed by the word, man. We're continuously being cleansed by the words of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai daily, every second of the day. Even if you're at the plantation and you can't watch a video, you can't read the scriptures, you meditate upon the words, man, and you're being cleansed. All right. So the real true sisters, the hopeful elect ladies, okay, you daughters of Sarah, as they say, you're attempting to do everything to the best of your ability that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai gave you to be blameless, to be perfect, to be virtuous, to be righteous, man. Okay? Now let's jump to Proverbs chapter 31. And this is a chapter that all you beloved sisters should read. From verse 1 all the way down to the end. But I'm just going to grab what I want for the lesson. You beloved sisters can, when you have time, go back and read it. Read the whole chapter. Proverbs 31. I'm going to start off at verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. Now, we all know, as it says in the book of Isaiah 64, verse 6, our righteousness is as filthy rags. Okay, but our righteousness is better than the righteousness of the 2/3 of our people. Our righteousness is better than the mindset and the stance and it's that word I'm looking for, man. In the structure of our nation. Let's just say that. Okay, so, we're all working towards perfection, man. We're all working towards being acceptable and pleasing in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Proverbs 31, verse 10 from the top. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. The heart of her husband do safely trust in her. Now, that's a very big pill to swallow, man, because, as we see in society, man, men do not trust women. Okay, marriage is not valuable in this captivity. Nothing is profitable besides this truth, besides these words of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, so for your husband to have trust and security in you, that means a lot. For a man, especially a man of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, to have trust in his wife is a very, very valuable asset, man. And that's something that you women have to prove to your man. Okay, that's something that you women have to show forth, that your husband can safely trust in. Your husband can basically be comfortable having conversations with you out of the norm. Stepping out of his box. That's something that you women have to show your husband. Just as well your husband has to show you certain things before you even got with him, before you even got with him, Salakia, to consider to be his wife or whatever the case may be. Because we don't say girlfriend, boyfriend. That's nonsense. It doesn't exist. It's wife. Okay? The heart of her husband do safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. Okay? No need of having in the back of his head, is she committing adultery? Is she going to divorce me and take me for everything that I have, everything that we built together in our foundation? Because and we know, and the men know that this judicial system in society, it panders towards women. You have to, as women, because women, you lead off of emotions, men lead off of logic. Even though things might be rough, things might be tough, you may not get along, you may argue, whatever the case may be, and that's where prayer needs to come into play. And that's also where examining yourselves need to come into play, on both parties. Okay, so you can pinpoint your errors, and your husband can pinpoint his errors. All right, and y'all can work on those together. The heart of her husband doth safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. And, it's not hard to please a man, especially a man of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. What are three things men need? What are three things that men need that they say in the world? Food, sex, and silence. Now, not to say, you should be a fucking robot and not say nothing, just, walk around like a robot, fix a goddamn sandwich or, a steak or a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, whatever the case may be, man. And just, hop on your man and, let him pop you until he ejaculates and you just go in the corner and be quiet. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Obviously, a man is gonna want to hear, your voice and want to make sure you all right and you want to talk to your man and have conversations, of course. But you true beloved sisters know what I'm pushing towards. Proverbs 31 verse 12. She will do him good and not evil all the days of his life, man. So do your man good. Be his rest. Be his peace, man. Be his comfort. Because a man doesn't want to, be in the world battling against all our adversaries, our enemies, and then going to have to come home and battle and, feud with you, man. That's hell, man. And if we had that comfort, that compassion, that embracement, that rest from our women in this captivity, man, it wouldn't be that much of hell, man. But Esau has, put all this corruptible wine in our woman's minds, and that also makes it harder on us too, man. So when you're in this truth and you have a husband, man, you gotta consider that too, man. It's certain things. Look at it this way, Ahchwath. It's certain things that you must do and apply to realize if you do these things, you won't have to ask your man for a damn thing. You won't have to say, babe this, babe that. I feel this way. I'm seeing this. I don't, you won't have to even do that, man. Because that man will see how you treat him and how you are towards him. Your loving, your comfort, the words in your mouth of kindness, everything else. That man will see that and be like, damn, man, I want to give this woman everything that she desires, man. I don't want her to have to ask me for a damn thing. And that's just a man taking care of his lady, man. That's not simping. Okay? But let's continue. Let's go to the book of Sirach. And Salaki for being long with it, man. The spirit just jumped on me to literally do this video for you beloved sisters. And again, I hope and I pray that this is edifying, uplifting to the true, sincere, hopeful elect ladies. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 26. I'm going to start off at verse 1. Blessed is the man that hath a virtuous wife, for the numbers of his days shall be doubled, man. So again, it's very stressful in this captivity. Because again, we're out here in the world battling our enemies, our adversaries. And then you come home to a wife. You got to battle with her. As soon as you walk in the door, she in your face, telling you what you ain't doing, stressing you out. You got the kids that they unstable. They doing all types of shit that they ain't supposed to be doing, causing you causing more stress. Everything is just so like you. Everything is just off balance. Okay. And that also goes into, Proverbs 14, verse 1, a woman that built a wise woman built up her house. You know how to keep things in line. Okay. Because you're the first nurturers of the children. All right. And the father's the authority figure. All right. So, men's lives are, decreased because of all this stress and everything that we go to. Men is a lot, especially Israelite man. He has the world and everything on his shoulders, man. Okay. Verse 2. A virtuous woman rejoiceth for her husband. Okay, a virtuous woman, man, would love to be around her husband. Always talking about what she do for her husband. Always talking about her husband. Just having that desire, that love, that just, I just feel blessed to have this, that the Lord gave me this man. He even considered to, choose me. Because contrary to popular belief, the man is the prize, man. And the true beloved Ahchwath is not going to be offended or be mad or have some type of quarrel against that truth. All right. A virtuous woman rejoiceth for her husband, and he shall fulfill the years of his and he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace. Because again, you women are supposed to be our peace, our comfort, okay? Our pillar of rest. A good wife is a good portion, which shall be given in the portion of them that feareth Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shana. Did you hear that? Listen, I'm going to read this slow. This is very, very important because this is what you women have to reflect on, because the Lord doesn't make mistakes. Sirach 26 verse 3. I'm going to read it slow. A good wife, okay, a good wife is a good portion, which shall be given in the portion of them that feareth Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai. So do you fear Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Ahchwath? Okay? And, let me say this before I say what everything else I got to say. Sometimes, women, you Ahchwath come in the truth. You have a husband. The Lord may have chosen to wake up you, but your husband is in the world. Now, per se, that doesn't make you be evil or a bad wife. And it also states in the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 7 that the believing wife can convert the non-believing husband, roughly paraphrasing. Okay, so let me say that before I finish what I'm saying. Okay, it says, which shall be given in the portion of them that fear Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. So do you fear the Lord? Does your husband fear the Lord? Okay, and that's something to, think about. Am I really, taking heed to my duties, my abilities, my lot, my position that the Lord has given us women in this world? Do I fear the Lord? Am I being a good wife? Okay, am I, being a bitch, Am I being self-willed? Am I being over-righteous? Am I being petty? All these things you must think about, to perfect your position, your lot, your crafts, man. Okay, just like when you're at the plantation, you get that promotion. You get that promotion. Why? Because you're doing a hell of a job. Okay, you're doing a hell of a job. So just like you apply that drive that so daggone word is right on the tip of my tongue. That drive that right on the tip of my damn tongue, man. It's fucking Satan, man. If it comes back to me, it comes back to me. But I'll just say that drive, that motivation. But let's continue. Let's go back to the book of Proverbs real quick. It's something else I want to read in chapter 31. And this may not be a short lesson. It may not be too long, but I don't want to write this out. I hope it's beneficial and valuable to you sisters. Proverbs 31. And I'm going to start off at verse 26. She opened her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness, man. Again, because again, a wise woman will use wisdom. A wise woman will not use emotions. A wise woman will use the scriptures of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Okay, just like the men are being brought up and retaught and reformed and cleansed, so are you women. You women are learning your position, your lot. Okay, your positions for the kingdom, man. And not just for the kingdom, just for life in general, man. Verse 27, she looketh well to the ways of her household. Do you hear that? She looketh well to the ways of her household. And that also goes again into Proverbs 14, verse 1. A wise woman buildeth her house. Okay? A wise woman buildeth her house. She knows everything that's going on in that house, how it's operating. Because why? She's the one, in control of the household, structuring it, while the man is doing what he has to do. Okay? She looketh well to the ways of her household, and eateth not the bread of idleness. Okay, she's not drinking that, that wine, the philosophies of the heathen, man. Not taking heed to nonsense and bullshit. Not rejecting our custom, our heritage, man, which was given to us by Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man. Understanding that our husband is her Lord and her leader. Understanding her position, understanding what her jobs is, man. or her task. Okay, again, her position, vocation. All right. Verse 28, her children arise up and call her blessed. Okay, that's respect. That's respect. Her husband also. Okay, and again too, just like we say, man, it's gonna be respect on both ends, man. You're gonna feel and be blessed by your husband, and your husband's gonna feel and be blessed that he's blessed to have a woman with such a mind that's like his, that agree. Okay, and we'll grab that scripture too next. Okay, just to verify that point. All right. Her children arise up and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praiseth her. So just like you women praise your men, your husband will praise you, because why? You're doing your job. You're a good wife, a blameless wife, as we read in Sirach 40 verse 19, man. You understand your lot, your position. Okay, you're working every day towards perfection. You're working more and more to be that virtuous, righteous woman, man. So why wouldn't your husband acknowledge your success and acknowledge that you fear the Lord and acknowledge that you respect him, man? Okay. And again, all these things, because look, we're in this corruptible flesh, man. All these things will not be, our minds won't be set correctly until the kingdom. But we can, keep on attempting to apply and rehearse and practice until we get it right, until we're in the kingdom. All right. Verse 29. Many daughters have done virtuously, but thou excellest them all. Let that sink in. Many daughters have done virtuously, but thou excellest them all. That means you go above and beyond. You go hard. Okay? As these wicked niggas say in the world, you go hard. You stand on business. Okay? You 10 toes down about yours. Okay, Ahchwath? You ain't playing. Verse 30. Favor is deceitful and beauty is vain, because, hey, look, man, our women are beautiful, man. But we know that a lot of these women use war paint, fake hair, cum stoppers, these long ass nails, modifications, BBLs, other things too. Nobody loves how the Lord has actually created them. Even men too. I saw a video where a man got his damn knees done to be 6 foot just to please women. And he probably still getting rejected. All right. Proverbs 31 verse 30. Favor is deceitful and beauty is vain. But a woman that feareth Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, she shall be praised. And we see a lot of these women, even women that claim they in the truth, they really don't fear Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. Oh man, I can go down a list, but I'm not. It'll be like 5-10 minutes, maybe longer. And how do we know that? Because we see them by their fruits, what they do, how they present themselves, their countenance. All right. These women that always got to say something on the comment board, try to correct the prophets, the women that want to teach, and again, those are frauds. Those are not the hopeful elect ladies, man. Because those are just, again, some are just slave plantation Christians that know they're Israelites, but still have the spirit of the world and have not really been cleansed, okay? And amongst other things too, man, but let's keep it moving. Verse 31, give her of the fruit of her hands, let her, let her own works praise her in the gates. And, that also goes into a lot of you sisters, man. A lot of you sisters are talented as hell, man. A lot of you sisters, be putting in work, man. A lot of you sisters be going in, man. The Lord has blessed a lot of you sisters with beautiful crafts, man. Seriously, look, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'll be amazed at a lot of stuff that you sisters do for brothers when you're building certain stuff, signs, with the Lord and the Son's name on it. Garments, all types, tinctures, balms, So there's stuff for brothers' beards, all type natural, deodorant, all types of stuff, man. I can keep on naming stuff, man. You sisters know what you're doing, man. And you know who you are, man. Okay? You know what you're doing and you know who you are, man. And it's just like, wow, man, the Lord is beautiful. The Lord is bringing back our nation, man. Okay, the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is bringing back our nation, man. But let's continue, man. We got more food. So let's continue to eat, all right? So let's jump. I said I was going to grab a precept, so let's grab that right now. Let's jump to Sirach 25, verse 1. So I made a statement, so I gotta back it up with a scripture. All right, Sirach 25, verse 1. In three things I was beautified and stood up beautiful before, and stood up beautiful both before the Most High and men. The unity of brethren, okay, which is being established right now, which is being, planted firmly amongst the hopeful elect. All right. The love of neighbors, and here's the point from the statement, a man and a wife that agree together. And that's a beautiful thing, man, because we see right now in society, in this captivity, you'll have these people faking the funk, agreeing together, but all of a sudden, 2 to 5 to 10 years later, they're getting divorced. Okay? They're getting divorced. And we already know who's filing the divorce, 9 times out of 10. It's the women, okay? Because obviously they're not happy in marriage. They don't feel the same way, or whatever the case may be, or it might just be a damn plot, a plan, to be in it for a certain amount of time and take all your shit. All right, but it's beautiful to have a man and his wife to agree together, man. Okay, to be of one mind. All right, that's a beautiful unity between husband and wife, man. Okay. So let's grab some more precepts. And this is something that you beloved sisters, should be doing, whether you have a husband or not, because you're going to be doing this in the kingdom. So why the hell not now? Let's grab this. I'm going to go to some of the sisters' books. I'm going to go to Esther. We're going to go to Esther real quick. And this is chapter 2. And this is something that you beloved sisters should be doing. Okay, you do that. You do this. I promise you, your husband probably won't be able to take his hands up off you. All right, Esther chapter 2, verse 12. Now, when every maid's turn was come to go into King Azarias, after that she had been 12 months. Listen, okay, she had been 12 months according to the manner of women, for so were the days of their Salakia. I'll grab a drink. Salakia. Okay. She had been 12 months according to the manner of the women, for so were the days of their purifications accomplished, to wit, 6 months with oil of myrrh. Okay, you hear that? 6 months with oils of myrrh, and 6 months with sweet odors, and with other things for the purifying of the women. So it would be a good idea, because again, you're going to be doing this in the kingdom. So it's something that you can do now. And then furthermore, let me say this too, because I'm pretty sure, those of us know a woman is not supposed to be really just taking no goddamn shower, man. Just honestly, a woman is supposed to be letting that fur burger soak. It's supposed to be letting that thing soak in that water. Now I understand, dirt sits in the tub and all that with you when you lay in the tub. I understand that. So if you do, after you let it soak and everything else, want to get up and take a shower, that's understandable. But you're supposed to be letting your quiver soak, man. All right. But this is something that you sisters should be applying, man. Again, she had been 12 months according to the manner of the women, for so were the days of their purifications accomplished, to wit, 6 months with oil of myrrh. So you should be soaking in oil of myrrh, man. It's soaking, your whole body in that, man. Purifying yourself, man. All right. And also too, because you beloved sisters have come into the truth. So you don't have the issues that the other 2/3 women have right now. You don't have the issues of, your diet. You don't have an abominable diet, and you're not letting multiple men, Salakia, multiple men lay down with you and, some, plant their seed in you and create all this bacteria to cause, STDs and venereal odors and shit. I forgot what they call it, but yeah, but just to say that something that just slipped my damn mind. Goodness gracious, man. Okay, yeah, con. Because we also know too that the things that women eat can also purge out through their quiver. Okay, and 6 months with sweet odors, and with other things for the purifying of women. And this also states too, in that the heathen know that women's supposed to have that sweet smell, that sweet odor. And again too, man, I mean, if you beloved sisters start doing this and you are really applying this, man, your man probably won't be able to take his hands up off of you. Okay, but let's go to the editions of Esther. I want to grab something out of there. And again, these are all examples of virtuous women that you can learn from, that you can apply to your everyday life, man. This is the type of mentality that they had, man. It's the sisters that you can sisters that you can learn from. Okay. Salakia. Why is it not? Salakia, give me 1 second. Let me grab my sword. I'm not seeing the chapter that I'm looking for on my damn Bible app. That's weird. So I'll just grab my sword real quick and I'll grab it out of there. Bear with me while I run to this precept. Okay, it's Esther chapter 14. Esther chapter 14, we'll start off at verse 15. Thou knowest all things, O Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Thou knowest that I hate the glory of the unrighteous. Okay, because, the reason why I'm bringing this out, because we know that, 2/3 of our women, and, some of these women in the truth, they adore and exalt the glory of the unrighteous, of the wicked. Okay, because again, you have some of these people in the truth that say the heathen can be saved, they can be joint heirs, and then you have the 2/3 of our people that make foundations, unions with the heathen, make families and everything else. Okay, and I'm talking about the women. Okay, because when you lay down with these heathen as a woman, when you lay down with the heathen, you're bringing forth the heathen seed. Okay, you're basically being defiled, man. You're not the Israelite woman is not supposed to be with nobody else but the Israelite man. Okay. The Israelite men is the top men of the nation, man. Okay. I hate the glory of the unrighteous and abhor the bed of the uncircumcised and of all the heathen. Thou knowest my necessity, for I abhorred the sign of my high estate, which is upon mine head in the days. So what Esther was saying is basically she's the queen. And she's at a high estate. And she hates it. She abhors it. Okay, but she understands her position. She understands why she's in the position she's in. Okay, but again, the women of our nation, they glorify their position. They love their high estate. They they use it as a dating identity when they're out here dating with men. I have a master's, a bachelor's degree, associates, and I'm going back for my doctoral. I'm going for this, I'm going for that. I've been working for this company. I'm the CEO, and all types of just using that as a thing to boost. Thinking they boost their sexual market value, man. When the men don't give a damn about that shit. Okay. Thou knowest my necessity, for I abhorred the sign of my high estate, which is upon my head, in the days wherein I shew myself, and that I abhorred it as a menstruous rag. So she's basically saying she looked at this as a menstruous rag. Because Esther understood that, we're in captivity. We're being oppressed. We're slaves. This is not profitable. Okay, of course, the Lord put me in this position for a reason. But other than that, I abhorred this. I don't, exalt this. I don't hold this to a high standard. I don't look at this as an accomplishment. And then you look at the women of our world, it's the opposite. It's the complete opposite. Okay? If a man is not on the same level or above her, she doesn't have respect for that man. Okay? Because again, Esau Edom has given our woman that Babylonian juice, and they have drunken it, man. Okay? I shew myself, and that I abhorred it as a menstruous rag, and that I wear it not when I am private by myself. So she didn't even wear that crown when she was by herself. She probably just tossed that motherfucker off and threw it in the corner. Okay, but she played her part, her position. All right? And that thine handmaid have not eaten at Ammon's table. Okay, and she basically didn't have herself amongst the fucking enemy. And what do you see our women do? They're amongst the fucking enemy. Now, of course, some sisters have, jobs at the plantation, so you have to be amongst the enemy. You have to play ball, as they say. Okay, but in your mind, you sending up curses. In your mind, you cussing these motherfuckers out. In your mind, you thinking like, man, I can't. In your mind, Salaka, you claiming motherfuckers for your husband. You claiming motherfuckers for your husband's plantation to fuck up in the future, man. Okay? And that thine handmaid have not eaten at Ammon's table, and that I have not greatly esteemed the king's feast, nor drunk the wine of the drink offerings. Okay, so she didn't partake in none of the madness that was going on, man. When you have our women in society partaking in all the madness, this shit, they be hosting the shit. They be hosting this shit on the flyers and everything else, and the first one to speak, the last one to close down the show, all that shit, man. Mingling and shit. Neither have thine handmaid any joy since the day that I was brought hither to this present. Okay, you hear that? Neither had thine handmaid had any joy since the day. So the righteous women, the hopeful elect ladies, will have the same spirit as the men. Will hate this fucking place, abhor this place, will be vexed in the spirit, praying, sending up supplications. Okay? But in thee, O Yahweh, power of Abraham, O thy mighty power above all, hear the voice of the forlorn, and deliver us out of the hands of the mischievous. So I can deliver us out of the hands of the mischievous, and deliver me out of my fear. So again, the women, the true elect ladies, will be praying to be delivered out of this captivity, praying to not be here for much longer. Again, in the same spirit as the men. Again, these are the mental state of the sisters that you can learn from. All right, so let's jump to Sirach real quick. I want to grab something in Sirach, because this is something that you also must apply to your life, man. Because you see what they say about black women. They talk too damn much. They always got something disrespectful to say. So I know, you coming into this truth, you got to learn certain things, man, because you can't be the same person that you was in the world. Okay, whether it's man or woman. So Sirach 26, I'm gonna start off at verse 14. A silent and loving woman is a gift of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. And again, that's not to say be a goddamn robot and just, walk around and don't say nothing. Okay? You'll know when to speak and know when to talk and know what not to say and everything else, okay? A silent and loving woman is a gift of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. And there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. And then you're supposed to be taught these things from birth. But now you're being taught these things from whatever age you're coming into this truth. So, we have to humble ourselves down, as Yahweh Shai said in St. Matthew chapter 8. We have to humble ourselves as little children and be retaught. Okay, because everything that we learn in society was poison, was corrupting our minds. So now, regardless of what age, even if you're 60 years old, you have to be retaught. Okay, and it's a blessing for some Ahchwath that have, young women, young ladies. They're being prepped and taught now on how to be righteous and virtuous, okay? And how to be wives and how to, understand their positions that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua gave them. So that's also a beautiful thing for you sisters that come in that have daughters and can be able to teach them these things right now. Verse 15, a shamefaced and faithful woman. Okay, a shamefaced. A woman that's not walking with her head high, proud as hell, looking men in the eyes, cussing men out, telling men what they ain't gonna do, and all this other, all types of bullshit. A shamefaced woman that won't look a man in his eyes and, try to usurp authority over the man, try to tell the man what he needs to do and all types of stuff, man. No, a shamefaced woman. Also, taking heed to her appearance, not, exposing her flesh, exposing her curves, and, being godly, man. Okay? Being fearful towards Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. Because, it's nothing more attractive than a woman that is respectable towards herself and walking around covered up, not showing off her body, leaving things to the imagination. Okay? A shamefaced and faithful, a faithful woman again, a faithful woman that's not going to have an eye for another man. That's not going to, be friendly with another man. That's not going to have a thought to do anything with another man. A woman that's not going to disrespect her husband. Okay? In any type of way, and especially, adultery, man. Okay, and a woman that's always going to be beside her husband, never forsake him, never leave him when times get hard. Okay, to understand, we're in this to the end. We're in this together, man. That's a faithful woman, man. A faithful woman that's not going to lose love or compassion or any type of feelings towards her husband because times are getting harder and it's not getting easier right now. A woman that's going to be there when all hell breaks fucking loose, man. That's one of the main things. A woman that's going to be there when all hell breaks loose, man. Because that's something that we all have to recognize and realize right now. All hell is going to fucking break loose. It's going to come a time where we're going to be tried. It's going to come a time when you might not eat for a day or two, and you know what you got to do to eat. Are you going to say fuck my man? I'm gonna go back into the world and do what I'm going to do? And same thing to you men. Are you going to say fuck this? I'm gonna fold and go back to Esau? Or are you going to trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man? Verse 16. So like in verse 15, a shamefaced and faithful woman is as a double grace, and her content mind cannot be valued, man. And we're going to continue to get more content minds to show you the value of a righteous woman. Okay, we're going to let the scriptures speak on that matter. We're going to get more scriptures to verify her content mind cannot be valued, man. We're going to let the scriptures speak on that point. Verse 16, as the sun, when it ariseth in the high heaven, so is the beauty of a good wife in the ordering of her house. Again, going back to Proverbs 14, verse 1. The true, of course, men are visual, and we love to see the outer appearance of women, which is beautiful too. But the most beautiful thing about a woman is her mentality and her spirit. That's the most beautiful thing about a woman, man. And also a woman that understands her position that the Lord has made for her. All right? A woman that's feminine, a woman that's soft, a woman that's kind, a woman that's, just wants to serve, just wants to obey, just wants to be led, just wants to please, a passion, man. Like all that is just your paw, man. Beautiful, man. Okay? Let's jump to Judith real quick. So, like, I know we probably at an hour, but you know what it is, man. I know we almost at an hour, but you can't rush Yahweh Hashem Yahushua's words. So we're going to keep on going until we get all these scriptures out. This is the book of Judith. Just to give you a little bit of her mindset. Y'all can go, you beloved sisters can, read all these books yourself. I'm just grabbing points. This is Judith chapter 8. I'm going to start off at verse 6. And she fasts all the days of her widowhood, save the eves of the Sabbaths, and the Sabbaths, and the eves of the new moons, and the new moons, and the feast and Solomon days of the house of Israel. And again, fasting is beneficial and profitable to both women and men, because it does a lot. You can do your research on what fasting does, for the hours and all that stuff, but it does a lot for the body. And also too, our women understood and our men understood, it was very healthy for us to do so. And you must figure and realize that our women were not obese in these days. Even in the 1950s, 1960s, our women went obese. So maybe 1970s, 1982, roughly, I want to say. Our women were, fairly in shape, fairly acceptable. But, especially, in these times that we're reading about right now, our women were, in shape. Our women were, not obese, not overweight, none of that, man. Okay, and as we know and as we see, some sisters, even if they 2/3 or sisters in the truth, some sisters are still blessed to have, certain curves and those tires, which refer to, your buns and, your chest and all that. Some women are still blessed to have that, Continuing on, finishing off verse 6. And the feast Solomon days of the house of Israel, she was also of a goodly countenance and very beautiful to behold. And they said that Judith was so damn beautiful that when she went down, they was, I guess they was, practicing and everything else and, getting ready for war. So everybody would stop and just gaze at her, man. Like she was just drop dead gorgeous, man. Okay. And very beautiful to behold. And her husband Manasseh, had left her gold and silver and manservants and maidservants and cattle and lands, and she remained upon them. And there was none, and there was none that gave her an ill word, for she feared the Most High greatly. So there was none that gave her an ill word because she feared Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. So what does that go into? Being a blameless wife. That's what we read in Sirach 40, verse 19. Being a blameless wife. It said none gave her an ill word. They respected her. And why is that, Ahchwath? Because she respected her damn self. She feared the Lord. She took heed to these precepts. She took heed to our scriptures, man. All right? Now let's jump to Susanna, another beautiful sister. And these Israelites is wicked as hell, man. What they try to do to her, man. But, again, it's only one chapter for this book, but it's about 64 precepts. And y'all can go read. It's a beautiful story. But y'all can go read that yourself. I just want to grab what I want to grab out of it. And, it's just going in to show you the mentality of these women that were, righteous, man. And the Lord put these things, these accounts in the Bible for you women to, take heed to learn from. Okay, that's one of the reasons, okay, which is amongst others too, but we're not going to get into that. This is the book of Susanna, chapter 1, only one chapter. I'm gonna jump around 3 times, but I'm gonna start right here at verse 22. And again, y'all can go back and read the account to get the full story yourselves. Then Susanna sighed and said, I am straitened on every side. For if I do this thing, it is death unto me. And if I do it not, I cannot escape your hand. So basically what was happening was you had 2 wicked ass Israelites that basically was stalking her, being perverts. What do they call them? The fuck do they call them? Peeping Toms. Watching her while she bathed in her quarters, shielded in her area, locked where nobody could see. She was basically butt ass naked bathing. And like I said, Susanna was bad as shit. She was bad too. But continuing on. I cannot escape your hands. It is better for me to fall into your hands and not do it than to sin in the sight of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So she was saying it is better for me to fall into the Lord's hands than to sin and commit adultery against my husband, because these two wicked ass Israelites was trying to run a train on her. Okay? As it says in the book of Ecclesiastes, there's nothing new under the sun, man. And niggas is wicked, man. Okay? But continuing on. Verse 24. With that, Suzanne cried with a loud voice. And this is going into the law. She cried with a loud voice. Okay, what does it say in the law? When a woman is raped, if she cries out, she's innocent. Only the man that committed the rape shall be put to death. But if she doesn't cry out, she's guilty. She cried out. Okay? Because she feared Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. With that, Susanna cried with a loud voice, and the two elders cried out against her. So they basically, when she cried out, they cried out against her at the same time, because the servants was going to come and see them there with her. And so that's when they basically, the false accusations and everything else. But again, y'all can go back and read that yourself. So let's get more of a mental. Let's jump down to verse 31. Now, Susanna was Susanna was a very delicate woman and beauteous. Beauteous to behold, and these wicked men commanded to uncover her face, for she was covered, that they might be filled with her beauty. So she was covered from head to toe. She had a veil on her face. The only thing you probably can see is her eyes. So these wicked ass Israelite perverts, wicked as hell, falsely accusing these women, being wicked, trying to lay with another man's wife, trying to train this woman. Okay, run a train on her, was so goddamn wicked. Before, they try to get her put to death, they want to see her face. Now, you know damn well these wicked ass niggas probably had rock hard dicks in their garments and shit. Because they was perverts, man. Rock hard rods, man. Being wicked as shit. Verse 33, therefore her friends and all, Verse 33, therefore her friends and all that saw her wept. Then the two elders stood up in the midst of the people and laid their hands upon her head. They had a nerve to touch this broad, man. And she, weeping, looked up towards heaven, for her heart trusted in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You hear that? Because she was being put on trial. She was being about to be put to death, man. But, through all this going on, she never, she never forsake the Lord. She never had any doubt, she never forsake the Lord. She never had any doubt. She never denounced the Lord. She always believed and trusted and feared the Lord, that he would God, what's the word I'm looking for? He would rescue her out of this situation. All right, let's jump down to verse 42. Verse 42. Then Susanna cried out with a loud voice and said, O everlasting power, that knowest the secrets and knowest all things before they did. And knowest all things before they be. Thou knowest that they have borne false witness against me. Okay, and that's also going to the law too. You're not supposed to, bear false witness against thy neighbor, thy brother, man. Okay, thou knowest that they have borne false witness against me, and behold, I must die, whereas I never did such things as these men has maliciously invented against me. And the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, heard her voice. So all this time, this woman had so much trust, so much belief, so much fear, so much reverence, so much dedication to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and our customs, our laws, statutes, and commandments, that she never gave up on trusting in the Lord, man. And this is why. Verse 45, therefore, when she was led to be put to death, so she was being led to be put to death, man. But again, we read before, the Lord heard her voice. The Lord heard her cry. The Lord knew what was going on. Okay? The Lord heard her voice. Therefore, when she was led to be put to death, the Lord, Yahweh, raised up the Holy Spirit of a young youth whose name was what? Daniel. So Daniel spoke up for this woman, and Daniel, the Spirit was put on Daniel to do this very crafty and very, beautiful. Again, y'all can go read it for yourself. And Daniel actually called these wicked ass niggas Hamites. Daniel actually said these niggas is acting like Canaanites, man. Okay? Said you acting like you the seed of Canaan, man. But yeah, you can go and read the account of what Daniel did, because their stories didn't match up. So, they got exposed. But yeah, that's just another example to show you a woman that feared the Lord and, always depended that the Lord would be there for her. So let's grab these last two and we'll close out. It's been an hour, but yeah, I don't want to write this out. It was worth it for you, beloved sisters, to listen to this hour-long lesson. All right. So this is the book of 2 Maccabees, to give you another account on another spirit of a righteous woman, man. 2 Maccabees chapter 7, and I'm going to start off at verse 23. But the mother was marvelous above all, and worthy of honorable memory. For when she saw her 7 sons slain within the space of one day, she bare it with a good courage because of the hope that she had in Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Now this is something that we always have to keep in the back of our mind, man. In these days to come, in Jacob's trouble, you just might see your kids be put to death, man. And this is the type of spirit you should have, period. But this is the type of spirit you're going to have to be in. Verse 21. Yet she exhorted every one of them in her own language, in that Lashawan Quadash, filled with courageous spirits and stirring up her womanish thoughts with a manly stomach. She said unto them, I cannot tell how ye came into my womb, for I neither gave you breath nor life, neither was it I that formed the members of every one of you. But doubtless the Creator of the world, who formed the generation of men and found out the beginning of all things, will also of his own mercy give you breath and life again. So she understood that, we come back. She understood reincarnation. She understood that this wasn't the end. Okay, she understood that this was just for a moment. This was just part of our punishment. Okay. As ye now regard not your own selves for his law's sake, man. Okay, and this is all about eating some goddamn pork, man. So our people literally got put to death because they wouldn't eat no fucking pork, man. I'm gonna drop down to 26, and this will be it. 26 to verse 30. Matter of fact, verse 25. But when the young man would in no cause hearken unto him, the king called his mother and exhorted her that she would counsel the young man to save his life. And when he had exhorted her with many words, she promised him that she would counsel her son. But she, bowing herself towards him, laughing this cruel tyrant to scorn. So she bowed herself while she was bowing. She was laughing. She was like, this nigga's a clown, man. You really think I'm abide to what you doing and disrespect my heavenly father? Fuck you. I'm going to tell my son the same thing I told the other ones. Take your death manfully. The Lord will give you back to me. Fuck you, you piece of shit. Probably what she was thinking while she bowing. This nigga's a clown. He don't know who he fucking with. You fucking with the children of Israel, bitch. But she, bowing herself towards him, laughing the cruel tyrant to scorn, spake in her country language on this manner. O my son, have pity upon me that bare thee 9 months in my womb, and gave thee suck 3 years, and nourished thee, and brought thee up onto this age, and endured the troubles of education. I beseech thee. So I beg thee. I ask thee. I beg thee, my son, look upon the heaven and the earth and all that is therein, and consider that the Most High made them of things that were not. And so was mankind made likewise. Slaki. Okay, and so was mankind made likewise. Fear not this tormentor, but being worthy of thy brethren, take thy death, that I may receive thee again in mercy with thy brethren. While she was yet speaking these words, the young men said, and it goes on. So, we'll just leave it right there, man. But again, these are just examples. These are just, a few things for you sisters to apply to yourself, to have examples on, righteous women, their mentality, how they carried themselves, what they was about, how they feared the Lord, etc., man, So, just keep on moving in improvement, move to, perfect your lot, your position, You know what you must do, you know how you must, go about things. Okay, you're being cleansed, you're being washed by the word every day, man. So I'm gonna leave it right there, man. Okay, and the water to the beloved sister that posted this picture. I had it for a while since you posted it, and I was just thinking of what type of lesson to do for it. And Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, he's beautiful, man. He works miracles, man. For water, for posting the picture, sister. But I hope and I pray that this is edifying and uplifting and informative to the true, sincere Akim wa Ahchwath. So with that, I'm just going to say, Kol Holayim La, Abanawa Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim, Rakah Kwadash, Watha Wada, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim, Rakah Kwadash, for putting the spirit on me, my elder apostles, elder bishops, elders, brothers on down, for doing these epistles to enlighten you, to inform you, to edify you, and uplift you through the power and spirit and words of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. May the blessing and election and protection be upon you and your household. Out of one Ratazah into the next one. So with that, I'm just going to say, Shalom.